This video is going to look at the concept of genre and what it means both in an academic and non-academic sense. The word genre means a type or a kind or a category. You're probably most familiar with the word in terms of music or movies. The concept of genre lets us know what to expect from a particular thing. So, for example, if you see a movie poster with this kind of picture, what do you expect? It's probably an action-adventure genre movie. Explosions, fast cars, those kinds of things. Action-adventure. On the other hand, if you see this picture on a movie poster, you know you're going to be dealing with something romantic. It's a romance. It's smooshy-mooshy, two people staring at each other, soft lights, Green Valley. Clearly a romance. When you look at a movie poster, you expect that what you see in that movie will match the genre that you expect. Similarly, in academic writing, there are different genres. You may have been told when you were in high school that there was a college way of writing. While that's sort of true, maybe, mostly it's really not. When you get a writing assignment, you need to know or ask your teacher what is the genre that they're expecting so that you can give them the kind of essay that they want to see. There are 4 genres that we're going to cover over the course of 5A and 5B. Those genres are argument, evaluation, informative, and personal. So, let's start with argument. Argument is also known as a persuasive essay, or sometimes it's called a researched argument. While there are a couple different forms of it, at its core, this genre says that you have to have a point of view on a particular issue. You have to take a stand on that issue. This is something you have probably done a decent amount of in high school. We will talk about using research to make your points, but the next type that I'd like to talk about is evaluation. In an evaluation essay, sometimes they're known as critique, review, rhetorical analysis, textual analysis. This genre asks that you look at one particular work, one particular item, and you talk about what that text does well and where it fails. So, for example, you might look at a movie, say The Little Mermaid. You might say that while The Little Mermaid emphasizes independence, it's a problematic movie because the basic message is don't talk, just kiss him, leave your family and your way of life and everything will be great. Maybe a couple problems there. Similarly, people have looked at President Obama's 2008 speech on race. Some people point out that it called for racial harmony, emphasizing that everyone has a place in America. Other people have said that the speech fails to address some of the depths of racial discrimination, both intentional and unintentional. Those would be the kinds of things that you look at in an evaluation essay. Then we have the informative genre. Informative, sometimes it's called an informational essay, or it might be called a survey essay. Sometimes it's called a literature review. Sometimes it's called a summary essay. This is a genre that focuses on summarizing the knowledge of experts, like maybe Albert Einstein. If you were writing an essay on physics, you might do some summary from him. And the Indiana Jones picture is there as sort of a joke because we know he wasn't real. He was supposed to be an expert on archaeology, but most archaeologists don't really even want to claim him. What it comes down to is that an informative essay is not much about your opinion. Your opinion really doesn't show up there. What is central to an informational essay is what other people have said who have studied this field. So then the fourth kind of genre that's most prevalent in academia is the personal essay. Sometimes this is known as reflection, or sometimes it's called journaling. This genre asks for the juxtaposition of the academic with the personal. You're supposed to make real-life comparisons between the things that you've learned and the things that you've lived. So this isn't just asking about your opinion. I used an illustration of a mirror here because, in a sense, it is reflection. And the form of this that you will be doing in this class is what's called a reflection essay. That essay will ask that you compare, you place side by side the reading and writing strategies that we discuss in class. That's the academic element. And that you think about how those reading and writing strategies are useful to you in the course of this class, and how they will be useful to you as you're trying to do the rest of your work as you go through your college career. So it's the genre is this, think of it maybe as application of the academic to the real world. Does that make sense? All right, so those are the four main genres. And we will talk about when and where you need to be using them as we go through the course of our classes.